What's going on YouTube? Today we're checking out the Kyvol Vigoair HD3 ultrasonic cool mist humidifier. So this humidifier is not too big in size. It's more for a room sized humidifier. It does cover up to 430 square feet. So if you think about it, most rooms, that's a pretty big room. Most of your rooms inside your house, like a bedroom, is about anywhere from 100 to 150 square feet. Your master bedroom's probably closer to 150 square feet, maybe not even that big. But this is more for like a living room, kitchen combined room, or maybe a living room, dining room, more a bigger area, maybe a basement even. So this does have a 4.5 liter, which is also 1.18 gallons of water, large capacity area. So you can put a lot of water in this. It does have a runtime of 75 hours on low mist and 13 hours at high mist. And it also runs at a 26 decibel noise level, so it's whisper quiet. And then it also has a nice nifty 360 degree nozzle at the top here, so that way when you place this model against the wall or near a wall or anywhere else, you can put it in any direction, and then just wherever you want the mist to go, you can just adjust the nozzle. It does have low water protection, so when the water gets to a certain point where it might damage the unit, it goes ahead and shuts off the unit, so that way it doesn't actually harm it or damage it in any way. So let's go ahead and open this box and see what you get in the box and check out the unit. All right, so upon opening the box, you do get their user manual. So this kind of explains everything about the unit, explains you how to set it up, where to put the filter, where to put the water, anything that you need to know about the maintenance and setting it up. This is their happy, unhappy card. So if you are satisfied or unsatisfied, let them know. So if you like the unit, go ahead and let them know. If you have any problems with it, they have all their support line here in the UK, Denmark, France, Italy, US, and Canada. They have a little brush, so that way you can maintain the unit and actually get it cleaned up. This is actually pretty nice to have, because I've actually had a humidifier when my daughter was a little girl. We had a humidifier in a room, and every time we tried to clean it, there were little nooks and crannies that were tough to get clean, and this will definitely help out. And then you have a little filter here, and here's the actual humidifier itself. So you got an on-off switch here, so and it's kind of from minimum to maximum, goes all the way around. You do have a on indicator here, so that light lights up when it turns on. The resistance of this knob is actually a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. So it's got a lot of resistance, but it does have a nice audible click for on and off, so you know it's on and off, especially with the light too. Up here at the top, it's telling you do not add any essential oils. No essential oils go in this unit. Just put water. In all reality, I recommend I'm sure they probably recommend it too, but put distilled water in this. You could put tap water in here, but if you have tap water that's hard water, it's gonna ruin the unit. It's gonna ruin any humidifier really. So I really recommend, if you have filtered water, or if you can put non-hard water in here, that's what I highly recommend. And then the 360, that's got a lot of resistance too, but the 360 nozzle at the very top here, I don't know if you can see it. I'll actually do a different when it's on here to show you. So at the very top, it actually has, if you remove the nozzle, the 360 nozzle, it's got a little handle to hold up the unit, and you can pick up the unit and go fill it up, and it makes it easy to pull it off the base and fill up the humidifier with water and then put it back on the base. At the bottom of the unit, once you got it removed, you can hear that. You hear that, the beads in there? So you would fill it with this little filler cap here. This has odor-proof beads. I guess they're supposed to help prevent this from putting out a smell or an odor. So that's what those beads are for. And so you would fill this up upside down and then screw this on without cross-threading. You can see the little water spigot there. And then once you got that going, at the very top you have the handle, and you put it on the unit. And then you're good to go, ready to turn it on. Now, I was reading through the user manual. Yeah, I know, shocking. This is not a powered indicator. What this is, I bet you it turns on when you turn it on, so that kind of is a power indicator, but what this is really for is to let you know how much water, or the water indicator, how much water is left. If it's low, it'll be a different color, and then if it's good, it'll probably be green. Now, one thing too to note is they tell you to have this about 2 feet from the wall, and about a foot from the ground. So where you're gonna place this is you want it off the ground, off the carpet, off the floor, about a foot off the ground, and then 2 feet from a wall or any wall that you have. So when you think about where you're gonna put this, just have that in mind. The recommended humidity you want in a room is 40% to 60%. That's what they say. I'd say anything 30 to 40, even 50 is good. When you get to 60%, that gets a little bit high, but I would Google a little bit and see what works best for you. But when you start getting low, if you live in the Midwest like I do, I live in the Midwest, and it gets you get cold winters and it gets very dry in the house during the winter time. And so you start seeing like crown molding, start pulling away from the corners and stuff. You want to keep your rooms to a good level of humidity. So I wanted to show the bottom here. This right here, where we're talking about the filter, this is actually a filter, or well, it's a spare filter for the air. So this is going to pull in air, and what this is it's a filter to filter out any dust. So a dust filter. So here's the bottom of the base where the water goes. So this right here actually helps push up on the plunger on where the water goes, and then it lets water into this base, and then once it gets to a certain height, it stops and doesn't allow any more water in. So as soon as it needs more water, it allows it to come in from the basin area and put it in here, and then you're good to go. So one thing I want to mention is the price of this is $39.99 on Amazon.com, and I'll link it in the description so you can check it out yourself. And it's a pretty nice unit. I like the design of it. It's pretty sleek, fancy looking somewhat, I guess. It doesn't look like an eyesore, so that's nice because you're going to have it in an area that people are going to see. They do have this white model, but they also have, I guess what would Apple would call it space gray, but it's kind of a dark gray. They have that model too as well for the same price. But that is the humidifier in a nutshell. If you have any questions, comments, or opinions about this, put it in the comment section below. I'd be happy to hear from you. If this is your first time to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.